You're watching BackChat. The South African movie industry contributed 5.4 billion rand to the country's GDP in 2016 and 2017. According to the National Film and Video Foundation, local film production's role in the economy has grown since 2013. It is a business some say could do even better with the support of the South African consumer. And before we actually jump into that, Senior, I'd like us to pick up on the point that you made before the break, where you touched on whether or not international artists or actors are portraying South African roles accurately.
As I was saying, I don't think it's accurate at all because I can't relate. And I understand it's business and it's money at the end of the day. But me as an audience member who's paying, where's my respect? I'm paying for value, for something I can say, okay, I got what the story is actually about. Not because a celebrity from wherever they're coming from is coming to fill up a point. So whatever package you're giving me is selling.
Yeah. Dylan, do you think that they're portraying us accurately?
Well, no, they are not. Because I've grown up with an African family. And they're very traditional. And if you see these things on television and it's not, if it doesn't compare to what you've seen in real life, it's like, what am I watching?
That's my question.
Why can't South African actors portray that story?
We are being dominated by Hollywood, guys.
Here's my thing. We claim that they're taking our stories and they're using their actors to tell our stories.
Yeah.
Why? Have you seen how Hollywood works? Anything happens in Hollywood, someone writes a script, it gets funded, it's a movie. Why can't we do that with our own stories? Why do we wait for them to make a movie about our story? Mandela is our president.
Well, that's unfair. I mean, earlier on, Phil touched on the very crucial point that we don't have the resources to do so.
But he's right, because now for us to get those resources, we need to create a platform that attracts those resources. Because Hollywood is hugely funded by the private sector, not the government. Yeah. Whereas here in South Africa, the whole industry, I mean, like 80% of the films that you're going to see being made in South Africa will be sponsored by the NFVF.
And yet there is this perception that there should be more government intervention.
You see, a false perception at that, because the government is already putting on resources into this. But now we need to create a platform where we attract private investors so that we can get to a point where now you can write a script, put it out there, get some companies to come and put money behind that, and then actually make a film. But right now...
Is there a market for that?
Of course there is.
Do you think the companies are willing to do that?
But the company needs to know that they're going to make their money back. Yeah. And how? By getting bums on seats in cinemas.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's the problem. The bums on seats are not there. There's not enough support, like you were saying as well. Consumers are not supporting enough for them to make their money back as investors.
And put it this way, that you see right now, there is no South African film that is directed by a black person that has surpassed more than 15 million rand right now. So as an investor sitting at home, looking to invest my money, that is a bad investment for me.
Geez, do you think that goes back to skills development, the training of black creatives, Sine?
Skills development, yes, but also the experience must come from it as well.
So do you think that it's really important for us as, black creative, black filmmakers to give back and go back, I guess, to their communities and, share knowledge?
Most definitely, to uplift each other and also share skills. It's a matter of collaboration and getting each other up there, uplifting each other. Like my friends and I, we started a collective called Starving Art House. And basically, it is about providing platforms for any artist that you can think of, whether it's fine arts, film performers.
Yeah.
We turn spaces into something and you just get out there. So you uplift yourself, and also trying to get people who are already in the industry to come and view you, because that's also a challenge, because you get to one door and it's closed off and another and it's closed off. So it's frustrating in a way.
Yeah.
And it's challenging.
Based on what you just said now, right? And all your points are valid. Do you not then feel like, instead of us pointing the finger and saying it's Hollywood that's stopping us from growing, we, in a way, are stopping ourselves from growing? We have to look at ourselves.
Where's that idea coming from? Because we're trying to meet that standard, because that's what we've seen.
Okay, fine. We're trying to meet the standards, but what are we doing to get there? And what are we not doing that's preventing us from getting there?
Yeah, do you want to take that answer? I mean, question?
Can someone else try?
Dylan,
without a doubt.
to jump in.
Because what you're
just
saying
wait a sec,
is...
Phil. I just want Dylan to jump in first. Emma.
Without a doubt, Bon, we need to put the work in. You know, as much as this is dependent on consumers, we need to put in as much work as they are putting in Hollywood. Yes, Hollywood, they big now, right? And they demand a lot, okay? Including your attention. When their films go out to other countries, it's demanding, especially for you. You do not know it. You are demanded to watch it. You're going to watch it over a South African film, believe it or not. Now, the thing is, Hollywood, they are intimidating. Okay? I can't think of anyone. I'm being honest here. I'm being honest here. If I have to compete against them, there's one thing I'm going to think of. It's my resources, my budget. You know, who am I going to involve in here? I'm going to think of, okay, I need funds. I don't have funds, and this is a great story. Let me see if I can collaborate with Americans, Hollywood.
Okay, can I just say it, though, because I need to say this.
Fine.
This argument is like Hollywood crippling South Africa. It's like you saying the Kenyans are crippling long-running because they keep on winning. If somebody sets a bar of excellence, it is not their fault that you are struggling to meet that bar of excellence. What we should be saying is that Hollywood is setting the bar for us to get.
This discussion is happening because we have realized as a country, as creatives, that there's something that needs to be done to improve the industry. That's why we have.
But that has nothing to do with Hollywood. That has everything to do with us as South Africans. The debate that we should be having is we need to create a culture in South Africa of supporting the creative arts. Do we have that? That's the question that we should be asking.
We do not have that.
How do we get there?
We do not have that.
Exactly.
It is artists supporting artists. Consumers are not supporting us.
All right, let's talk then and unpack our role as South Africans in boosting the industry. How can we do that?
First of all, I just think that from a performer or actor perspective, let's respect our audiences. Let's like people or the audience sometimes just accepts garbage, right? I've seen some films that are just pure trash. We have to respect the audience, performance-wise, like aesthetic-wise, make the films look good, write the stories, tell the truth in your stories, and just performance-wise, let's just push the bar. You know what I mean? Respect our audiences that way, and they will then in turn see, okay, no, this is worthwhile. Let's start.
Bohang says improve, and respect the audience, right? Sine, how do you think we can improve our industry? Let's talk solutions.
I totally agree. Improve, and also make it more accessible to other markets other than the ones who can afford.
Can we talk about how much popcorn in cinema? Sorry, you can pick up,
Yeah, but I'm saying making it accessible to people who maybe aren't prone to the arts, who aren't familiar with the arts, maybe growing our target market rather than saying, okay, this is the specific people that I'm going for. What about the outliers that are out there that we could also be giving this opportunity to?
No, that's true. That's something we need to look at.
Solutions?
Solutions are, number one, stop complaining. A hashtag does not bring money into production. Get off Twitter and actually go buy a ticket. And the other thing for me is this is a business. Remove emotions from it. Filmmaking is not a PSA thing. This is the product that we need to buy into, and we need to remove emotions and think of this as a business.
Dylan, solutions.
Well, I agree with Bohang. We need to provide quality. Simple. Quality. We need to respect our audiences, you know. We need to make sure we give them first-class work so that when they look at Hollywood and at Mzansi World, they can be like, wow, okay, I'm getting my money's worth.
And that it's worth it, right? Well, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for joining us. Do keep this discussion growing or even going also on our social media pages. I'll see you next week.
Oh, is that